I saw that Dan is doing a roguelite, every roguelite ever made tier list, and I did the Tom Hardy Mad Max Fury Road gif. I said, that's bait. I'm not even clicking on it. I don't know. All I know is that something like Neon Abyss is going to be in the A tier, and then like Spelunky 1 is going to be in like the B tier. Spelunky's in S+. Okay, never mind. Maybe he's not completely crazy. I just want to look at it. I know I shouldn't look at it. Let me just look at it. Please do your own tier list. Honestly, I think I did like 4 years ago. I don't remember. I'm not blaming you for not knowing that, because I don't even remember if I did it, but I feel like I did indeed. Time for a refresh? Why? There haven't been any good roguelites that have come out in like the last 2.5 years. I know that because my daughter's 2.5, and the last good one was Spelunky 2. Okay, I'm looking. Let me see here. I see we have Isaac in S, FTL, Vampire Survivors, Darkest Dungeon, Luck Be a Landlord in A, Dead Estate, Brotato, Balatro, 20 Minutes Till Dawn, Halls of Torment in B. Where did he get all these from? I'm kind of losing it, because for me, there's a lot of forgettable stuff in the B tier and the C tier. Voidigo. Actually, Aces and Adventures was pretty sick. Shogun Showdown isn't even out yet, and then the dude is already ranking it. There's just a demo on Steam. Then in the forgettable tier, Nuclear Throne. Come on. Monster Train forgettable? Monster Train is a good game. You could put Monster Train in forgettable, but that would require you to move a lot of this chaff out of the B and the C tier. I'm just saying. Griftlands as well. Griftlands in forgettable is also, that's disgusting. I mean, even Backpack Hero in forgettable is crazy, because I think that game is really good. It just pisses me off. F tier, Dicey Dungeons, like that's a little irritating to me as well, personally, because I think that game is that's probably a C. To put it in F is a little crazy. I mean, here's the thing, to say C is like bad, you got to remember we're comparing it to like the greatest 10 out of 10 roguelites of all time. It's like my favorite games in my favorite genre. Dicey being in the C is like, that means it's worth playing to completion. The average roguelite that comes out, you play it once and you go, holy cow, this is even better than Isaac. Then you play it twice and you go, what the hell, it's exactly the same as it was the first run, and then you never play it again. That's the average roguelite experience right now. 3,500 different items in the game. 98% of them are exactly the same. So for something to even get out of forgettable it means it's a better than average game without a doubt. Let me see what else he's got going on here. Look at this tattletale, man. NL live reacting right now. Don't trick Dan into thinking I'm live reacting. I'm basically just looking at his list and giving my opinion. It's not like I've got him up on the monitor going like, we are doing a live reaction to... I'm not a React Andy. They said React Andy. I'm not a React Andy, Chiblee. From now on, we're going to win so much, we're going to call it React Donald. React Donnie. Please no. Listen, do you think I wasn't here for 45 seconds in pre-chat when everybody was doing the impression themselves? Now when the stream starts, they're like, oh, I don't want to hear it anymore. Come on, you liars. That's true. If I was reacting to it, I would just put it on the screen and then leave for 10 minutes to pick up my DoorDash order. Hi-yo! It is really funny to see him put every roguelite he's ever been sponsored to play in the forgettable tier, though. I get it. He can't put them in the F tier. You put them in the F tier. I mean, it's very unlikely that a sponsor from like 2 years ago is going to come back and be like, what the hell? But still, it's just like, you know, it puts you in a tough situation. Dan's roguelite tier list is the most unhinged thing I've ever seen. I know we talked about it earlier. It is just, it's really funny. I can almost like picture what I think happened. What I think happened was probably that Dan told like one of his mods to make a tier list on Tier Maker of all of the roguelites he'd ever played. And then he found out when he saw the tier list that like 85% of them were sponsored roguelites he played 3 times. And he had to reconcile live on the fly, what am I going to do with all these like 6 out of 10 sponsored roguelites? So he's got a lot of stuff just sitting in the forgettable tier, which is just a nice way of saying... Hang on. We're rebuilding into a guinea fowl team here briefly. It's called Strawberry Cough. Hades in Trash Minus is just bait, which is, you know, it's fine. We all have bait from time to time. There's bait tier. He put Slay the Spire in C. I mean, that's just incorrect, which is also fine. Hot take. People are allowed to be wrong. But if they start to say, no, I'm right, then you gotta let him have it. He's saying I'm right. Well, he's wrong about Slay the Spire. That game's a certifiable classic. Probably, without a doubt, the best deck builder ever released. At least the best digital deck builder. For me personally, Slay the Spire is like in my Mount Rushmore of indie games. If you only get 4, it's not even a contest whether Slay the Spire is on there. What else is there? Probably, I mean, Isaac is there without a doubt. Spelunky is there without a doubt. And then I got to think about, and Slay the Spire. But then I got to think about what would go number 4. It would probably be FTL. Even though it's the one I've played the least of, I think it's the most influential. Hades is also a completely reasonable put up there, I think, quite frankly. And even Gungeon, I would say, if you could make an argument, I want to stress again, I think it's very complimentary to say like that Gungeon might be like the 6th best roguelite I've ever played. Like, I don't mean that as an insult. I think it's like a very positive thing. Risk of Rain? Nah, you wouldn't catch me saying some shit like that. No offense. Daniel, get out of here. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. We've already done our time when it comes to talking about your roguelite tier list, so you're not going to get in here and farm engagement, okay? I'm sure you want to get in here and opinion on Hades being a trash tier minus game. No, we already did that because it was breaking news when it happened, okay? So you're not going to get in here and farm a clip that your editor can put on the soundboard that you can play whenever you can't think of something to say, okay? We're beyond that now. We're in the end game, Tony. I didn't really watch it because I was live by the time I sat down at my computer today. But I peered my little head into your stream to see how you ranked the roguelites, and I reverse engineered how the stream came to pass. There's no doubt in my mind, you must have told a moderator to make a tier maker template with every roguelite you've ever played, but then they did exactly what you asked, and you realized that 70% of the roguelites you've ever played have been sponsored streams, which means you can't put them any lower than forgettable. Because if you place them into the F tier or trash tier, it reflects poorly on the sponsor. It also reflects poorly on you for agreeing to the game. So me clicking on your stream and seeing that there's like 9 games you've played for exactly 2 hours and 5 seconds in the forgettable tier. It was very relatable as a streamer. Let's just put it that way. And then also, listen, Hades is obviously a great roguelite, so we don't even need to touch on that. But you having Dicey Dungeons in like trash tier, or F tier at least, that one kind of irked me as well. Because the Dicey Dungeons is a good game. It just happens to not be the best roguelite, and it happens to not be that replayable. Like it's more of like a one-shot Marty, but then there's like multiple campaigns to go through. But it's a great game. It's not getting it's just desserts, man. It's at least like a C tier in the Pantheon, and probably like an A minus tier just in gaming in general, because the industry's so cooked right now. No, it's not cooked. You know it's not cooked because the entire hopes and dreams of the industry are hinging on a game that hasn't even come out yet. Okay, it worked for Barbenheimer, okay? But I'm just saying, is there a chance for more Isaac when it gets online co-op? Listen, it's been 7,000 hours of Isaac made publicly, okay? Who are you? A highway designer in the Midwestern United States? Just one more lane? I know we got 7,000 lanes, but one more lane would really hit the spot. At some point, we've got to have an honest conversation with each other and acknowledge that it's never enough. The more you make, the bigger the appetite gets. That's it. It's an act of public good to not play any more Isaac. Because if I played more Isaac, you would simply want more Isaac. I'm doing us both a favor by staying away for now, okay? Katie Freeway has stepped into the chat. Listen, I am not as online as I used to be. Is Katie Freeway a gimmick Twitter account designed for pro-automobile policy proselytizing? Oh, it's a freeway in Texas. It's not a pop star? You make me feel like I'm living a traffic dream. The way you built a lane, I will drive to the grocery store and everywhere else. You got your top pulled back, got your luggage racked, got your traffic dream tonight. You know what I'm saying? Teenage Dream, Katy Perry. It's a good, one of the all-time great songs to climb out of the saddle to. I'll tell you that much. Katy Perry is 26 lanes across. No wonder she's popular. Yeah, when you ripped up jeans and your tight ass jeans with your turbo team tonight. How does it go? When you, baby, lay your hands on me with your ripped up jeans with your teenage zines tonight. Something like that. It's a pretty good song. You make me feel like I'm living a traffic dream. The way you built a lane, I will drive to the grocery store and everywhere else. You got your top pulled back, got your luggage racked, got your traffic dream tonight. Yeah, when you ripped up jeans and your tight ass jeans with your turbo team tonight. How does it go? When you, baby, lay your hands on me with your ripped up jeans with your teenage zines tonight. Something like that. It's a pretty good song.